Speed is never just about numbers. It is about the feeling of command when power and precision align in perfect balance. Every era delivers one machine that captures that emotion and redefines what a hypersport can be. When engineering ambition meets the limits of physics, we witness a glimpse of the future hiding inside present metal and circuitry. What if the next leap in performance was not about adding power, but predicting intent? Imagine a ride that learns your style, adapts in real time, and feels like an extension of instinct rather than a collection of parts. This story is not about nostalgia or heritage alone. It is about how visionaries rebuild a legend for a new generation that measures progress not just in miles per hour but in intelligence per motion. Stay tuned, hit like and subscribe, and let us know what machine you want to see next. The Honda CBR1100XX Futuristic Edition begins with a name that carries undeniable weight. The original CBR1100XX Super Blackbird arrived in the late 1990s as an engineering challenge made real. It was built to outrun everything on the road while maintaining the smoothness and refinement Honda was known for. At that time, its 1,137 cubic centimeters inline-4 engine and wind tunnel-tested bodywork made it the fastest production motorcycle in the world. 2 decades later, the Futuristic Edition brings that name back, not to relive past glories but to project the idea forward into a decade where speed is measured as much by processing power as by mechanical might. Honda calls this concept a vision for 2030 because it fuses artificial intelligence with human control in a way that redefines what hypersport means. The story of the Honda CBR1100XX Futuristic Edition begins at the intersection of memory and imagination. Designers started with the DNA of the original Blackbird, a bike that symbolized aerodynamic purity, long-range stability, and an unflinching pursuit of performance. That foundation still exists, but the Futuristic Edition rebuilds every line, every vent, every contour with an eye toward active efficiency rather than static form. Its bodywork does not simply slice through air. It moves in response to it. Adjustable winglets, retractable ducts, and morphing surfaces all contribute to a machine that shapes itself around the conditions it faces. The idea is not to fight air resistance but to cooperate with it, using smart materials that adjust stiffness and position at speed. This continuous adjustment allows the bike to maintain optimal downforce without sacrificing agility or top speed. Inside the Honda CBR1100XX Futuristic Edition sits what Honda engineers refer to as a ride intent processor. It captures rider inputs through sensors in the grips, pegs, and seat, combining them with biometric data like heart rate and muscle tension. These signals feed into an adaptive control unit that can anticipate rider behavior milliseconds before a throttle twist or brake pull. The system does not steer or throttle automatically. It predicts intent to smooth transitions, prevent instability, and enhance confidence. Honda's vision for 2030 is not to replace riders but to extend their capability, making every decision feel perfectly timed. Imagine a machine that can sense hesitation and slightly alter traction control or braking balance before the rider even notices the slip. That is the level of intuition this bike promises. The chassis of the Honda CBR1100XX Futuristic Edition merges carbon nanocomposite materials with a modular aluminum substructure. This hybrid frame design offers the rigidity of a race machine, but with the tuned flex necessary for real-world riding. The suspension uses active damping with magnetorheological fluid that responds to both road texture and rider posture. Sensors measure lean angle, surface feedback, and steering load thousands of times per second, allowing the suspension to alter damping before a bump is felt. The result is an uncanny level of stability, even at speeds that test the edge of aerodynamics. The frame geometry dynamically shifts under high load to maintain balance, effectively giving the bike a self-correcting nature that makes extreme performance accessible to more riders. When it comes to power, the Honda CBR1100XX Futuristic Edition remains true to its heritage while stepping into electric-assisted hybridization. A lightweight inline-4 combustion engine forms the core, complemented by a high-density solid-state electric module that delivers instant torque and regenerative braking. Together, they provide a seamless blend of old-school mechanical engagement and futuristic efficiency. The hybrid system allows brief electric-only operation in urban zones and rapid boost during acceleration. Honda's decision to combine both systems rather than go fully electric reflects an understanding of what riders value: mechanical character and auditory feedback. The goal is not silence but synthesis. where electric torque fills gaps and combustion power sinks above 10,000 revolutions per minute. Every hypersport motorcycle must manage heat, weight, and power distribution, and the Honda CBR1100XX Futuristic Edition handles this with a centralized cooling spine. Instead of traditional radiators on the sides, it channels heat through a central tunnel that doubles as a structural member. This innovation frees side fairings for aerodynamic design while maintaining optimal temperature balance. A thermoelectric converter recycles waste heat into supplemental electrical energy for onboard systems, maximizing efficiency in every operating state. Nothing is wasted. Everything serves a purpose. Even the tail design, once a styling afterthought, now includes energy recovery ducts that harvest airflow turbulence to feed small turbines used for cooling electronics. Inside the cockpit, the Honda CBR1100XX Futuristic Edition introduces a holographic interface that adapts to riding conditions. At low speeds, it projects navigation, traffic alerts, and rider performance metrics in clear view. At high speeds, the display retracts into a minimal overlay showing only essential data like lean angle, gear, and speed. Riders interact through voice commands and subtle gesture recognition integrated into the handlebars. It may sound futuristic, but every feature serves the goal of minimizing distraction and maximizing flow. By giving riders exactly what they need, when they need it, Honda creates a seamless connection between man, machine, and motion. That is the central ethos behind the Futuristic Edition. Intelligence that feels invisible. Lighting technology also plays a crucial role in the Honda CBR1100XX Futuristic Edition's identity. Its laser optic headlights and rear matrix system adjust brightness and beam spread automatically. In cornering situations, the system predicts direction and illuminates the rider's intended path. During braking, it projects subtle visual cues onto the pavement to alert trailing vehicles. Honda engineers have designed these functions not as gimmicks but as safety layers integrated into performance. The combination of predictive lighting, adaptive aerodynamics, and biometric sensing results in a machine that anticipates instead of reacts. It is as if the motorcycle itself is aware, capable of understanding the world around it in ways a purely mechanical system never could. For enthusiasts, the Honda CBR1100XX Futuristic Edition represents a philosophical shift. The original Blackbird was about conquering speed limits. This version is about transcending human reaction limits. The challenge is not to dominate the road, but to synchronize with it. Honda's approach highlights the transition from raw horsepower to cognitive horsepower, where the focus is on synergy rather than supremacy. Critics may question whether this level of automation dilutes the purity of riding, but supporters argue it elevates skill by removing distractions and amplifying precision. Either way, the conversation surrounding the Futuristic Edition pushes the entire industry forward, forcing every manufacturer to rethink how intelligence can redefine performance. At a glance, the Honda CBR1100XX Futuristic Edition might seem like a concept too bold for mass production. Yet Honda's design language suggests practical intention. The Honda CBR1100XX Futuristic Edition moves beyond visual drama and technological spectacle. It represents a shift in how performance is engineered and experienced. In Segment 2, the focus turns from design to the ecosystem surrounding this machine, from how it communicates with riders to how it reshapes expectations for the hypersport segment. Every component of the Honda CBR1100XX Futuristic Edition serves a dual purpose, and every choice reflects a broader philosophy that Honda calls cooperative performance. This idea means that the bike, the rider, and the environment are no longer separate factors. They are variables within a shared loop of data and response. This dynamic ecosystem begins with a system known as Smart Mesh Connectivity, an integrated network that extends the capabilities of the CBR1100XX beyond its frame. Smart Mesh Connectivity in the Honda CBR1100XX Futuristic Edition links the motorcycle to cloud-based learning servers and local road infrastructure. When a rider leaves the garage, the system already knows weather conditions, traffic patterns, and road surface data along the intended route. If the rider prefers high-speed runs, the suspension, aero, and tire pressures are optimized automatically. If the goal is endurance or touring, power delivery and ride posture adjust for comfort and efficiency. These micro-adjustments happen in seconds, creating a personalized setup every time the bike starts. The genius lies not in one breakthrough, but in the orchestration of hundreds of small decisions made simultaneously. The Honda CBR1100XX Futuristic Edition thus behaves less like a static machine and more like a digital athlete preparing for performance. Energy management is another frontier where the Honda CBR1100XX Futuristic Edition redefines what a sport bike can achieve. Its hybrid powertrain does not simply alternate between electric and combustion modes. It learns how to combine them based on terrain, throttle rhythm, and even traffic density. If a rider repeatedly accelerates hard out of corners, the system saves electric boost capacity for those moments. Conversely, if the trip becomes steady-state highway cruising, the bike shifts to combustion efficiency while using recovered energy to maintain systems and charge accessories. This adaptive power distribution makes the machine not only fast but intelligent about how it spends energy. Honda aims for performance without waste, an approach that could inspire future emissions-neutral hypersports without sacrificing character. Safety and situational awareness reach an unprecedented level in the Honda CBR1100XX Futuristic Edition. Through an array of radar and LiDAR sensors, the bike perceives its surroundings with near-human intuition. Unlike basic warning systems that merely alert the rider, Honda's approach uses this data to enhance control responses subtly. For example, if the system detects a rapid closing speed toward another vehicle, it can preload brake pressure and adjust throttle mapping to smooth the rider's eventual reaction. Nothing happens without the rider's command, yet the machine positions itself to respond instantly when that command comes. This harmony between autonomy and agency lies at the heart of the Futuristic Edition's philosophy. It proves that technology can heighten rather than replace human skill. The digital layer of the Honda CBR1100XX Futuristic Edition extends to maintenance and diagnostics. Every ride logs performance metrics, stress data, and wear patterns to a secure personal profile. The bike then predicts service intervals with remarkable accuracy, notifying riders not just when something needs attention, but why and how usage contributed to it. Honda envisions a support system where riders receive over-the-air updates that refine engine calibration, aero behavior, or suspension mapping. Essentially, the CBR1100XX Futuristic Edition evolves over time, staying fresh and competitive long after purchase. This concept of living performance breaks the traditional product lifecycle and introduces a continuous improvement model more common in software than hardware. Cultural impact also plays a role in how the Honda CBR1100XX Futuristic Edition is perceived. The original Blackbird embodied the late 1990s era of top-speed dominance. Riders admired its stealth, smoothness, and effortless power. The Futuristic Edition channels that same spirit but redirects it toward precision, adaptability, and sustainability. This shift mirrors broader changes in society, where intelligence and connectivity matter as much as raw numbers. For enthusiasts, it asks a profound question. Is mastery defined by control or by collaboration? The CBR1100XX Futuristic Edition answers by proving that the line between man and machine can be blurred without losing authenticity. In fact, it suggests that true control comes from trust, not dominance. The Honda CBR1100XX Futuristic Edition's adaptive ergonomics reveal another layer of innovation. The seat, bars, and pegs use shape memory materials that alter geometry in response to riding posture. During aggressive riding, the position tightens and lowers for aerodynamics. In relaxed cruising, it expands and softens for comfort. This intelligent interface ensures that every rider, regardless of stature, experiences the same sense of tailored precision. Honda integrates biometric feedback loops so the bike can recognize fatigue or stress and subtly modify ergonomics to reduce strain. Such responsiveness transforms endurance and safety, showing how human-centered engineering can coexist with machine learning in a performance context. From a design perspective, the Honda CBR1100XX Futuristic Edition continues Honda's obsession with aerodynamic honesty. The lines may appear sculptural, but every contour serves measurable efficiency. Airflow mapping guided every panel to reduce drag, direct heat, and manage pressure zones. Even the mirrors double as micro-aero stabilizers, housing sensors, and cameras. The aesthetic result is not flashy but purposeful. Function becomes form in the truest sense. Honda calls this philosophy kinetic purity, an evolution of its design language emphasizing performance born from necessity. When the bike is parked, it looks alive. When it moves, it appears effortless, a living embodiment of flow. The environmental consideration behind the Honda CBR1100XX Futuristic Edition marks another milestone. Though it uses a hybrid system, the manufacturing process is carbon neutral through recyclable composites and additive fabrication. Every panel can be repurposed or recycled, and even the battery modules are designed for secondary use in Honda's energy grid projects. By linking product sustainability with brand responsibility, the Futuristic Edition demonstrates that high performance need not come at environmental cost. It represents an acknowledgement that the thrill of speed and the health of the planet can coexist. The machine is not just a performance benchmark, it is a statement of values. Ownership of the Honda CBR1100XX Futuristic Edition comes with a digital community platform, allowing riders to share performance data, custom settings, and feedback directly with Honda engineers. This collaborative approach mirrors how technology brands maintain dialogue with users, but in the world of motorcycling, it is revolutionary. It turns ownership into partnership, ensuring that each bike contributes to collective evolution. The more people ride, the smarter the ecosystem becomes. The Honda CBR1100XX Futuristic Edition is not only a machine of extraordinary engineering, it is a philosophical statement about the direction of human mobility. Segment 3 examines the consequences of this evolution. How the ideas embodied in the Honda CBR1100XX Futuristic Edition influence design thinking, market dynamics, and cultural identity. By blending AI-driven performance with human emotion, Honda has entered a new creative territory where the definition of riding expands beyond mechanical control. This change carries deep implications for the future of both technology and individual expression. The Futuristic Edition serves as a blueprint for what the next generation of motorcycles may become. Machines that understand context, intention, and personality. As the Honda CBR1100XX Futuristic Edition enters discussions within the motorcycle community, it challenges long-held beliefs about purity and authenticity. Traditionalists view motorcycling as a direct link between man and mechanism, a raw and simple dialogue of throttle, clutch, and road. Yet the Futuristic Edition suggests that intelligence and intuition can coexist with that rawness. Its predictive systems do not isolate the rider. They refine the experience. Much like the evolution from manual carburetors to electronic fuel injection, what seems complex at first soon becomes second nature. In time, riders may not notice the subtle assistance at work, only that every movement feels more precise, more fluid, and more personal. This quiet revolution reflects Honda's understanding that innovation must enhance passion, not dilute it. Culturally, the Honda CBR1100XX Futuristic Edition represents a bridge between generations. Older riders see the familiar silhouette and recall the dominance of the original Blackbird. Younger enthusiasts recognize the futuristic interface and sustainability cues. In this sense, the bike functions as a shared symbol of continuity. It demonstrates that legacy and progress are not opposites but partners in motion. Honda deliberately designed this model to resonate across demographics, reminding both veterans and newcomers that the spirit of exploration transcends eras. The message is subtle yet powerful. Technology does not replace heritage, it reinterprets it. The Futuristic Edition proves that the soul of performance can thrive even in a hyper-connected age. Economically, the influence of the Honda CBR1100XX Futuristic Edition extends far beyond the motorcycle itself. Its advanced materials, AI software, and hybrid systems will filter into smaller models, commuter vehicles, and even autonomous transport projects. What begins as a flagship experiment often becomes a seed for mass-market transformation. The CBR1100XX thus functions as Honda's research platform, a testbed for systems that could redefine manufacturing efficiency and rider safety across the entire industry. The commercial implications are significant. Predictive control and adaptive materials may reduce maintenance costs, extend product life, and set new regulatory standards for intelligent mobility. Honda is positioning itself not just as a motorcycle maker, but as a technological ecosystem capable of shaping transportation itself. Socially, the Honda CBR1100XX Futuristic Edition taps into the rising desire for machines that feel personal rather than generic. Riders today seek emotional connection and digital individuality, and Honda answers with a product that learns its owner's habits and adapts accordingly. Over time, each bike develops a unique behavioral profile. creating the sense that no two machines are identical. This phenomenon transforms ownership from possession to partnership, turning the motorcycle into an evolving companion. In doing so, Honda subtly redefines the customer relationship. Less transactional, more interactive. The Futuristic Edition becomes a reflection of the rider's growth, a mechanical mirror that evolves in parallel with human skill. The Honda CBR1100XX Futuristic Edition also sparks philosophical questions about control and freedom. When technology predicts, assists, and corrects, where does personal mastery reside? Honda's answer lies in transparency. Every system can be adjusted or disabled, allowing riders to choose how much assistance they prefer. This level of autonomy ensures that even in a future of smart machines, individuality remains central. The Futuristic Edition invites riders to redefine mastery not as domination over machinery, but as harmony with it. This mindset could influence how society views automation across industries. Not as surrender, but as collaboration. Motorcycling becomes a metaphor for coexistence between human intuition and artificial intelligence. In the world of performance metrics, the Honda CBR1100XX Futuristic Edition refuses to chase empty records. Its mission is not to outpace rivals on paper, but to outperform expectations in experience. The blend of mechanical and digital precision yields something more valuable than numbers: confidence. Riders report feeling a heightened connection to the road, as if the bike amplifies awareness rather than filtering it. This sensory enhancement makes the Futuristic Edition not only faster in measurable terms but richer in perception. It demonstrates that progress in motorcycling is no longer about sheer horsepower. It is about the intelligence that guides it. From an engineering standpoint, the Honda CBR1100XX Futuristic Edition validates decades of Honda's investment in safety and data-driven design. Each advancement, from traction algorithms to adaptive materials, originates from a continuous pursuit of balance. Balance between stability and agility, assistance and control, efficiency and excitement. The Futuristic Edition crystallizes those opposing forces into one cohesive whole. For engineers, it is proof that complexity can serve simplicity when orchestrated with intent. For riders, it is evidence that progress need not feel clinical or detached. It can feel exhilarating, even liberating. Looking ahead, the Honda CBR1100XX Futuristic Edition may influence how other manufacturers approach intelligent design. While each company will interpret technology differently, the precedent is set. Performance must now include predictive capability and adaptive learning. As these ideas spread, the motorcycle industry could enter a new creative phase defined by collaboration between brands, governments, and digital infrastructure providers. The roads themselves may become extensions of these machines, communicating data and adjusting conditions in real time. The Futuristic Edition is therefore not an endpoint but a catalyst, a glimpse into a networked riding future where safety, speed, and sustainability coexist. For the everyday enthusiast, the most lasting impact of the Honda CBR1100XX Futuristic Edition may be emotional. It rekindles a sense of awe in an age of familiarity, reminding people that innovation can still surprise, still inspire wonder. In its quiet hum of intelligence and its sculpted body alive with purpose, the Futuristic Edition embodies what every rider secretly seeks: connection. Connection to the road, to the machine, and to the timeless pursuit of going faster while feeling more alive. That is the essence of this creation. Not just performance, but presence. The Honda CBR1100XX Futuristic Edition closes its story as more than an engineering achievement. It stands as a symbol of what happens when innovation is guided by empathy for the rider. Throughout its conception, this motorcycle has reflected a dual pursuit: to honor the legacy of the original Super Blackbird while reinventing how performance can feel. It has demonstrated that technology, when purposefully directed, enhances the emotional intensity of riding rather than diluting it. Every sensor, algorithm, and adaptive component serves one goal: to make the connection between human and machine as natural as breath. That is why the Honda CBR1100XX Futuristic Edition matters. It is not a fantasy prototype or distant dream. It is a message about the future of mobility. In revisiting its technical core, the Honda CBR1100XX Futuristic Edition captures the evolution of motorcycling itself. The early Blackbird pursued linear speed, mechanical precision, and aerodynamic mastery. The Futuristic Edition adds a new dimension: cognitive speed. Its predictive AI learns, adapts, and anticipates, transforming motion into communication. This transition from reaction to prediction mirrors the broader transformation of technology in everyday life. Cars, aircraft, and smart devices already rely on similar logic. But motorcycling presents a unique intimacy. Riders must feel every nuance. The Honda CBR1100XX Futuristic Edition succeeds because it preserves that intimacy even within layers of complex intelligence. It gives riders confidence without insulation, assistance without interference. As a cultural object, the Honda CBR1100XX Futuristic Edition reminds us that progress should never erase memory. It reinterprets the Blackbird legend through the lens of sustainability, adaptability, and emotional design. For many, it reawakens the sense of possibility that first drew them to two wheels. For others, it sets a benchmark for what intelligent performance can achieve. In either case, it proves that technological growth and human passion can evolve together without compromise. The motorcycle becomes both tool and teacher, both reflection and projection of who we are when we chase perfection. Economically, the Honda CBR1100XX Futuristic Edition forecasts the trajectory of intelligent manufacturing and connected ownership. Future models may inherit its adaptive chassis, hybrid logic, and predictive diagnostics, spreading innovation across accessible price points. What begins as a flagship will influence entire product families. Honda's long-term strategy shows through clearly. Integrate advanced systems gradually, making intelligence an expected feature rather than a luxury. This approach will redefine not only performance categories but also consumer expectations of what a motorcycle can do for its owner. Riders will look for empathy in engineering, the sense that their machine understands them. Emotionally, the Honda CBR1100XX Futuristic Edition offers closure and invitation at once. It honors the legacy of pure speed that made the original Blackbird legendary, yet it also invites riders to imagine what comes next. The story of motorcycling is not ending. It is branching into new dimensions of interaction, sustainability, and design. The Futuristic Edition represents the threshold where humanity and machine intelligence finally collaborate in harmony. It answers a question every rider has asked in their own way. What if a motorcycle could truly know me? Through careful design and bold imagination, Honda has offered its answer. In the end, the Honda CBR1100XX Futuristic Edition is not about breaking speed records or dominating rivals. It is about defining the next era of riding. One where precision meets personality, and power meets perception. It carries the DNA of the Blackbird into a world that demands responsibility as much as thrill. It shows that the future of performance is not colder or more distant. It is smarter, safer, and more personal. That is the impact of the Honda CBR1100XX Futuristic Edition. A vision of hypersport reborn as a partnership between intelligence and emotion. Like the original, it will be remembered not just for what it could do, but for what it dared to imagine.